What's going on, guys? We're going to go over best meta plays in each position. I'm going to go through every single position and tell you the meta plays, including their roles, why, their play styles, stuff like that. I've tested loads of players out, I've got different accounts. And I'm also going to just show you meta players. I'm not going to show you no players with like 70 sprint speed at centre back. You're just going to get the real meta players here. So I'm going to go over to footbin just quickly before we come back to this. And I would just want to glance you through. So obviously centre back Virgil van Dijk probably takes the reign of being probably the best centre back inside the game. We're just going to ignore icons for now, but he's one of the best. With a shadow, if not the best centre back inside the game. Rudiger, of course, an honourable mention for being up there in the top 5. What a card he is, 91 sprint speed. So he's actually faster than his card makes out to be. Just be careful with this card because he has a jockey playstyle though, even though he's got low acceleration. With a shadow, you can catch up for it. So definitely one other good card there. And I mean, if you want to see all these better, if you want to see specific budgets, like, you know, best meta 50k players in each position, let me know in the comment section down below. Saliba takes in the reign, of course, being top 5, 86 sprint speed, very, very good, and anticipate, and he's got the centre back plus plus. I think the centre back plus plus defender style is probably one of the best that you can possibly get for position. Kunde, this guy has been one of my favorite cards actually. Kunde, I have him on 2 of my accounts actually. What a card he is. He's got a jockey playstyle, so if you struggle with defending this year, you're getting done with the speed boost, this is your guy. That's a nil guy's top tip. That jockey playstyle really is going to come in clutch, is what I'd recommend. But definitely he's up there as well. Ede Militao is probably going to be the other person that comes in the top 5. Now we go down to a lower budget as we go down rating. Tomori is a fantastic card, 30k only. Got the block playstyle, long ball, anticipate. There should be a video coming on my second channel, Nil Guides 2, where you'll see some best plays each position for each league. Check that out, youtube.com/Nil Guides if you want to see that as well. I'll go for the centre backs first and I'll show you that one. But he's a very, very good card as well. Anticipate, very tall, got the pace. That's the most important thing, especially for those speed boosts and L1 triangles in behind. Van der Ven probably makes it up there, I would say, in the top 5. I love him. I've used him and I have him all my... I'm an Arsenal fan, and believe me, there's only 2 players that are ever going to make my team. It's Heung-min Son and Van der Ven now enters that. He's such a good card, honestly. 93 sprint speed, possibly underpriced. But given he's 82 rated, he gets packed a lot. Had this player been 86 rated, I'm pretty sure he would be about 500k minimum. What a card he is. Fantastic card. Yes, he maybe argue you can lacks the playstyles, but he doesn't really need it. Absolute tank of a card. One of the best centre backs, if not one of the best gold centre backs for the price of under 50k. I don't think anyone can really beat it. Now we're going to go over to goalkeeper. So ter Stegen comes in, footwork, super keeper. I use ter Stegen, fantastic, by the way, absolute fantastic card. I've used ter Stegen. I've tried all the goalkeepers out, Edison. I've actually tried everyone. But ter Stegen, if you struggle with low drivens, this is a keeper to go because he's got the rush out, so he can rush out and he can use his feet to save. It's exceptional. One of the best keepers inside the game, if you're asking me. Then we're going to go to Courtois, another very good goalkeeper. He's got the rush out and the far throw and a super keeper. Goated goalkeeper. Goalkeepers are not that expensive this year. Only like 50k. They're not like 100 plus. And you get someone like Edison for cheap. Now, I'm sure you've seen that TikTok that I made. If you do follow me on TikTok or my YouTube channel, I explained to you on the first day how you can do the lob through balls with Edison. He's so meta. I get the ball with him. Check out my 4-2-2 video. Bacho makes that run. Smack the ball to her. He's got the ping pass. He's very, very good. Honestly, very underrated. The fact he's only 20k is a bit of a crime. But that's other people's problems. Oh, Black. Far reach. Now, far reach doesn't save everything, but it can help you save finesses and travellas. So very, very underrated one. 15k only. If you can't afford anyone, that's the place to go to. And then we've got Martinez with a rush out. Other honorable mentions, because I suppose the budget's a bit high, we'll go over the centre back as well. Vicario is actually very good as well. I like him. Alex Romero is also very good. I think that's how you spell his name. Alex, he's actually very, very good. I don't even know what his surname is. Maybe I'm just making up the name. But there's a goalkeeper, basically, that is actually very, very good. I'm going to find him now, actually. But this goalkeeper is actually very, very good for those cheap teams. Sommer is also very good. We missed out some players. We've not added every single player. Unai Simon is actually very, very good. Alex Ramiro, this is the guy. I've not put every single player on. This video will be like 20 hours long. But even for centre back, someone like Timber is very, very good. Konsa, Akanji, Bremer. Those are all top tier centre backs as well. But I just wanted to really focus on just the main ones in this video. Now we go over to left backs. Now Udogie goes in. Probably one of the best left backs in the Premier League. Robbo's a bit too slow, so he probably comes in. Him and Kadioglu probably make the contention of being one of the best left backs in the Premier League. Then we've got Kadioglu, who can play both left back and right back and the false back role. What play styles? Very, very underrated, I would say. I think everyone knows about him, but I don't think everyone knows how good he is. I don't see him as much. I see people using other players like Trent. When you should be using someone like this, Trent is just too slow. Unless you're using Trent for specific style, use Kadioglu in my opinion. Alphonso Davies comes in as well, a bit pricey for left back, but 20k. Not the Mendy level, of course, but very, very good. Rapid, quick step. Can also play as a left mid as well. So if you're, well, I'm not going to say you're playing a 5-back, but let's say you need to convert into a 5-back. You could have like Kunde that can play centre back and right back, and Davies that can play left back and left mid and bring him back down as well. But you didn't hear that from me. But what a card as well. Fantastic card. On the ball, can dribble, very rapid down the wing, especially for those through balls in behind. Frimpong goes in Bundesliga. Schlotterbeck is very, very good to link with him. Tapsoba is also very, very good. Kim Min Jae is also very, very good. Centre-back wise, that links with Frimpong, and Emre Can as well is very, very good. But those are the obvious ones that I'm pretty sure we all know about. But remember, let me know down below if you want me to actually make this video like best meta players under 50k in every league, and I'll go through that. But Frimpong, such a good card. Rapid, quick step, one of the best cards. Can also play right wing as well and right mid. So actually not a bad card. Just can't shoot to save his life. But defensively, you just put a sentinel on him, you're pretty much good to go. Llorente goes in, probably the best right back, I'd probably say. One the best, excluding the icons, of course. We're not going to over icons this video. But what a card he is. Even better as a centre mid. Underrated again this year. I barely see him. Seeing people use like Balde and everything else, but they're not using Llorente. It's almost a crime. Don't play him in right wing. Play him right back. Another card that you can fit in if you're playing that back five and stuff like that. Rapid, quick step. I'll be honest, probably a better centre mid card if you're asking me. Top tier right back card, but better in centre mid if you had one Llorente in your team. Walker comes in. Defensive awareness is a bit lacking this year, but makes up with a jockey play style. But a very good card. If you want a pure solid defender that can defend the ball, this is the guy that you go for. English as well. Links is Tomori if you're looking for the Serie A links hybrids. What a fantastic card he is. Hakimi also makes the cut. To be honest, the McDonald's League 1, whatever it's called, it's a bit of a joke. There's only a few players in that league now. Marquinhos is also a very good centre back. Links to Hakimi, even Lucas, Theo Hernandez as well. But again, the problem is, unfortunately, not the best of leagues. It's going to be hard to link him unless you got the Paris Saint-Germain links like the Donners and stuff like that. Mendy comes in as one of the best left backs inside the game, priced accordingly. As a false back, he's very, very good as well. 80 defense awareness. One of the best, if not better, left backs inside the game. Arguably, I would say top 3, top 4. Maybe only icons and really heroes that really like Ziraberta, maybe a few other cards that may contest with him. Then we're going to move over to Karchara. I think that's how you say her name. What a card. I have her on my other account. On this account, I have Batcher. Batcher I like because she's got the attacking thing. Wing back, whatever it is. But she's such a good card. You know, if you're looking for someone that's got pace, that can do everything, dribble with the ball. She's even got decent shot power and long shots. If you know me, I like to bang those long shots. So it's power. See my finished tutorial for that. There's power long shots. I think she's priced accordingly to how good she is. She's actually very underrated. Her and Batcher together. Batcher's the obvious one as well. You know, you can go with Batcher as well if you want to. I actually really like Batcher. I think they're both good. Both have a good use case. She needs a shadow, by the way. I'm just using her on basic for now, but she probably does need a shadow. Always look for that natural sprint speed. Hernandez, probably one of the best false backs, probably the best left back in the game. That's probably the only person Mendy really beats Mendy really with flying colours, but say bruise, anticipate, rapid, quick step, long throw as well. Very important if you win that throw. Go long. But you can play left mid. And he's got very, very good stats. Look at that. You know, you could technically put a hunter on him, and you could argue, could he play as a left wing? So, yes, he's very pricey, but he's worth it. Probably one of the best cards inside the game in the left back position. Has everything you'd want. Absolutely solid. Then we go over to the CDM role. So there's a few other cards like Lema, there's Zakaria. I'm going to try to go for all budgets. Zakaria, for example. So Emre Can could play centre back as well. Probably one of the best CDMs inside the game. You're really looking at defense awareness and sprint speed for this position. Players like Zakaria, for example, we're going to admit, yes, he's meta as hell. Even the gold card is more look at A6 sprint speed, A defense awareness. I bet you didn't know that if you didn't see him. With the holding plus. But the league he is in is just disgraceful. There's literally no links. Unless you're going for like a cheap team, then you're stuck. Lame is another very good card. 80 sprint, 80 pace. Nerfed a bit from last year, but he's got the block play style. 86 defense awareness. So if you're struggling with the run and jockey, add this guy in with a shadow. I promise you, you will not have any issues. The benefit is holding plus. You can sub this guy on and you'll be good. I just don't like his pace got enough, but probably one of the most underrated CDMs inside the game. Inside the entire game. You heard that from me. If he had a holding plus and higher sprint speed with like the jockey play style, Jesus Christ, I think I would just probably sub him on as a sub and just use him on my team. The Llorente, of course, makes the cut, but De Paul also makes a cut as well with Llorente. If you're looking for two La Liga cheap centre mids, De Paul and Llorente are very, very good. Can do everything really here. Finesse shot as well. Cheap, 2.5k. Can also defend as well. What a very, very good card he is. Tonali, in my opinion, probably the best gold. Maybe with Patrick Guijarro, maybe him and her together, probably the two best center mids inside the game. If you have a cheap team, if you have 100k and you don't have Patrick or Tonali, I don't know what you're doing, to be honest. Honestly, I have no idea what you're doing because, you know, everyone is wasting their time doing this octopus evolution. Wasting their time doing this nonsense octopus evolution to buff someone up for 50k when half the evolutions Tonali's better than anyway. So unless you want to stack someone else later on, Tonali's the one to go for. 50k, absolute class card. Lacks the play styles, but you don't need it. Has everything you want, and he has probably the best, I would say, all-rounder. 86 sprint speed, 83 defensive awareness. I mean, do I need to say anything else with a shadow? Like, it's funny how if you actually compare, like I'm not drawing this direct comparison, right? But let's just say you took Bellingham and you looked at it on face value, you know, apart from the massive shooting that Bellingham has, you can make a big case. You could argue Tonali does everything apart from the shooting. And of course he hasn't got the correct, but if you think about it, just have a look at that and ask questions later. But yeah, it's up to you. Declan Rice comes in, he's a shadow though, a bit clunky, is only a downside. Holding plus, very good for CDM. Caicedo, Lemar are also very good options as well if you're looking for some Premier League cheapies as well. And Serie A, you got like the Loftus-Cheek, and stuff like that. You got the Barellas are coming soon. De Jong, I have in my team. To be honest, he's a bit clunky. I have him on this account. He's a bit clunky. He's not the. He's got the holding plus. It's kind of where I use him, and I think that's where he excels. And the playmaker is what I like. I think he's still very. Look, I think he's meta, but maybe for me, he's a very good passer of the ball. He's very, look, don't get, I'm not saying he's not good. Don't get me wrong. All these players are meta, but just me, maybe I just don't like him as much as I thought I would. But he's still a top tier card. I still have him on my team. Until I can find money for Bon Mati, he's staying in my team. What a card he is as well. But I just think that maybe because I got Tonali and Patri, and I kind of feel like I need like a Bellingham, that's someone I can shoot, and then he lacks the shooting. I don't know, but he's still a very good card. For a holding card, he's very, very good as a centre mid. Barella goes in as well. What a card he is, by the way. Pinged, pass, intercept, anticipate as well. Press proven. So if you're struggling to get the ball on a half turn, half turn, or even a fully facing opposite way, and you're losing the ball, this can help as well. 80 defense awareness, can put a shadow, can put a hunter on him, can basically do absolutely everything. You've seen him in my squad builders, my cheap squad builders. What a card. Again, him, Tonali, probably the best Centre mid duo under 100k, maybe excluding Patry. That's probably what I would say. That could do everything. They're both equally very, very good. Then we go with the Patrick Guijarro. I don't need to say that much. Long ball. Excuse me. 93 long pass, 90 short pass. All the pros are using her right now as a cheap option because she could ping that long ball in behind. You can put a shadow on her. You can put a hunter on her. She can shoot as well. She can basically do everything. Maybe even a hunter as a box to box would be ideal. She hasn't got the box to box role, but she can play that role, if that makes sense. 4-star, 4-star, very, very good card, very underrated. This is a perfect example of people who don't understand the game. Okay, 39k for an 88 rated card. She's not actually 82 rated for those stats. It's unbelievable. People don't use her, but better for us. She's cheaper at the end of the day. But a lot of people are just clueless about the game. They don't know who's meta, who's not. Lorente I talked about already. Very, very OP. Can do everything. Doesn't need any recommendations. I put Crystal Dunn in because she's been very, very good for me and my cheap team. Rubinson is also another cheap player that can be alongside Crystal Dunn. Rubinson, I'm sure you've seen me talk about her, play with her, but Crystal Dunn can do it. They play right mid as well. Very underrated card. Look at those stats. Quick step, rapid, and relentless as well. Very, very underrated card as well. Then we go to Gyoro. We're going to finishing off on the center mids now. We're not too far away. Gyoro, another very good card. Tonali, we talked about already. De Jong, we talked about already. Barella, we all talked about. Valverde goes in as being one of the best. Him and Bellingham, probably. Patry, Bellingham, and then you have Alexia, and then Bonmati, of course. I mean, you could put a shadow on her, but I think with a hunter, she excels. Shadow striker, she can play as well. She can play that cam role, technical, finesse, incisive, and ping pass and first touch. I'm surprised she's not more. She's been going up as more and more people have been realizing how good she is. She was not that expensive, and then now she's steadily rising because people are realizing how good she is and how good she can distribute the ball. 4-star and a 5-star weak foot as well. I'm not saying you can, but a shadow striker, she could probably play that role very, very well when 99 finishing with a hunter, that is. Then we're going to go over to the left wings. Kudananji gets the honorable mention. A lot of cards is Rashford. I'm going to omit the players like Rashford because they're very obvious. I think we all know Rashford. So I want to go Kudananji. Probably the best card under 1k inside the game. No, actually, I'm going to say it. I'm claiming it. Best card under 1k. 4-star, 5-star. 5-star weak foot. 85 finishing natural. You put a hunter on, she goes 93. Quick step. Doesn't need agility and balance because she's 5'9", so she's a bit agile. She's got the physicality. And look at that. First touch. Quick step, technical, Travella, aerial. It's unbelievable. She can play striker as well. What a card. Very underrated. One of the, if not the best gold card on the 1k. I don't think there's really anyone under 1k that can probably beat her. Then we go on with Diaz. Diaz is also very, very good. Maybe in Premier League, Son is the only person that trumps him because Son can play left on the left hand side, but Diaz, Chiesa, of course, another one as well. Another very quick player. Got the quick step as well, but you probably need to put a finisher on him. You could probably put a hunter if you want to, but if he's going to be playing as that kind of cut inside, going to be shooting, probably go with a finisher, get that balance up a little bit as well. But hunter's more than good enough for him. Chiesa, of course, goes in, needs no introduction. Put a hunter on him, rapid, quick step, finesse shot. Priced accordingly to how good he is. Gyökeres goes in as well. What a card. Another top tier card. 5-star weak foot. 86 finishing. 92 sprint speed. And look at that physicality. One of the best strikers out of the game. Bit on the clunky side. That's the only downside. But left stick is so bad this year. I don't mind him in a 2. But not as a single striker. I mean, you probably might like him in a single striker. But me, I like to maneuver. So in a 2 formation, yeah. In a singular, that's the only one where I'd probably say I'd go for something like a Son or Sam Kerr. Rafinha also goes in because these players can play left wing as well, can play right mid as well. Very, very underrated. Inside forward, quick step trickster. Don't forget for that fake shot. 4-star, 4-star, very underrated as well. Nico Williams goes in with a rapid quick step as well. 4-star, 5-star, a very, very good card. Needs a finisher, may I add as well. Rodrigo goes in, can play striker. Got 86 native finishing. Very, very underrated as well. If you're looking for a cheap striker and you just need someone to get the job done, he's also very good. When I mean cheap striker, I mean relative to what's available on the top end. You can put a hunter on him. Maybe the shot power will let you down. That's probably just about it. It can't do long shots. But as a winger, I really like him. It's up to between him, Nico Williams, everyone else. Liao is also very good. Trickster play style as well. Can do the fake shot, quick step and rapid, and the finesse shot. And he's got the inside forward. Plus, with the roaming. He's very, very good, I think, with roaming. I got hiccups, unfortunately. But 83 finishing. Very, very good card. 5-star, 4-star, 5-star in terms of skill moves as well. Very, very good card. No doubt he's one of the better cards inside the game. Dembele, of course, pretty much speaks for himself. One of the best cards inside the game. Can play cam as well. 5-star, 5-star is what you're really paying for here with the rapid and quick step and a trickster playstyle. And inside 4++, so very, very good card as well. Pajor, for the price she is unbelievable. She's like 10k. It's a joke, to be honest. Go get her with a hunter. Got a top tier agility and balance. I know she's 3-star, 3-star, but just give her a try. Ask questions later. If you need that Barcelona striker or La Liga cheap striker, just trust me. Give it a go. Swanson comes in. Morgan you can't get, unfortunately, but Swanson comes in, can play striker as well. She needs a finisher. I've got her on my team on this account, I believe this account. I think it's on this account. I do. Yes, she's over here. Very, very good. Been using her since the first day. Very, very good card. Adeyemi, by the way, honorable mention. We'll chuck him in as well. Ajabade, and a few other cards of that. But yeah, we'll keep to keep it a bit normal. So making this it's almost a 30-minute documentary of no guys. Don't think you want to hear my voice anymore. We're nearly finished now. If you're hanging in there, we're not too far away now. Neymar, of course, comes in as well. Can play that cam role as well. Bit slow. Only downside, you need a hunter on him. Has to play with a hunter. Trickster playstyle as well. First touch, very, very good. Wide playmaker, bit garbage. But as a shadow striker, is exceptional. Hard to link, but if you go with the Brazilians like Rodrigo, or if you're like me and you're a bit of a rebel and you're just, well, you'd use logic and put players based on their stats, you can get them on one cam. Or if you want, you can get their Banyas link. Oh yeah, Banyas is another good centre back card. But everyone knows about Banyas anyway. So like again, it's so obvious. Everyone knows about their Banyas card. Or maybe it's not so obvious. Let me know down below if it's not so obvious, because I know not everyone is following what the community is saying and the community is doing. Then Diani goes in, one of the other attackers as well. 90 pace, 90 finishing. One of the few cards has 90 sprint speed, 90 finishing, and that kind of agility. Good short passing, very, very good. I have her on this account. In fact, I use as a sub. Yeah, I literally sub her on, and I don't even care if she's not on chemistry. I literally play her as a right mid or sometimes even a striker. I don't even care if she's not on a roll. She's very, very good. Her her UWCL, should I say, Rota knockouts could be a potential good one long term. She gets upgraded with a fantastic card nonetheless. Salah, of course, finesse shot merchant, very, very good. Lacks the 3-star weak foot, but just get him on the left, finesse it in. Son and him together on what? Son on left, him on the right. You're laughing for days. And Martinez and Griezmann up top. Sam Kerr, she's also very good as well. But everyone knows about Sam Kerr, the cheap son is what I would say. Smith is also very, very good. First touch as well. Very, very good. Natural finisher. Perfect link to Swanson as well. And Rodman. Rodman is also very, very good. Vinicius Junior. What a card. Quick step, finesse, rapid. I'm literally running out of breath here. But anyway, 89 finishing, 95 sprints. But everyone says coaching is, I tell everyone, the hardest thing about coaching is speaking non-stop for like an hour. That is the hardest thing. Especially, it's like impossible to do back-to-back coach sessions. Anyway, quick step, finesse shot, rapid, chip shot. Once you have them in your team, you will know. This quick step plus, any of these players here, Adeyemi, Diaby, Kouassi. Oh yeah, she's very, very good. They're just insane. They're really just like, get Adeyemi and just sub him on. Even this Kouassi card, I use on one of my other accounts. Like if you can do that, if you could find like a trickster, Hansen, we'll come back to that anyway. Hansen, probably the best right wing in the game. Maybe you could argue the best. I don't think there's anyone really else in right wing that can really, because she's 5-star, 5-star now. Trickster play style. She's doing that fake shot inside forward as roaming. She'll be very, very good. Quick step, first shot, first touch, finesse shot, technical. 5-star, 5-star. 5'9", so her balance is okay. One of the best cards inside the game. Period. 1 million is a bit too cheap. I think she should be more expensive, but better for us, lower prices. Mbappe needs any mentioning. Probably not. Alvarez, we go in with a cheap card. Griezmann, if you're looking for a finesse shot merchant to link with him. Correa is also a very, very good card. But with him, with a Hunter, only 30k. A very, very good cheap card. He's gone up a little bit because of the UW, UEFA Champions League card. Then we got James. We put a right wing, trickster, playstyle, rapid, and quick step. You can see the most recurring thing here. Talking about good sprint speed, good finishing, 5-star, 4-star as well. She has 5-star skill moves, very, very good. Even as a super sub, she can also play that camera because she's got decent passing. I'm not saying she put a catalyst on her per se, but you could, in theory, do that if you're lacking for that cam. And gets a link to Sam Kerr as well. And Kerr is basically cheap Sun, but let's not tell everyone about that so her price stays down. But now you're part of the no guide secret circle, so you should know. Lavelle won the best center mids and sent cams inside the game. Honestly, what a card she is. Pinged pass, probably what makes it exceptional. I mean, I think she just gets brushed over for no reason. I don't know why people don't use her. 4-star, 4-star. With a Hunter, 90 finishing. She's very, very good. Can play that shadow striker role. That's where I play her and Neymar in the 4-2-2. Agility balance is very good considering her height, so she's going to be very agile, so you have to worry about that too much. 91 short pass, 85 long pass. If you spam driven passes, get her. Even if you play it off roll, trust me. Like if you had the last minute of the game, you're trying to spam a driven pass. If you can have someone like her, like you didn't hear this from me, yeah? You did not hear this from me. Get her and Cam, Sophia Smith and Striker, just spam first time driven passes, like full power at her with the first time, first touch. If you can do the player lock as well, no one's going to stop it. No one. Neymar goes in. Foden is also very buffed this year, but he's a hunter, but he can play that cam role, which is very, very important. Him and Salah probably go down, and Chiesa is one of the best, and Diaz as well as the best wingers in that role, excluding Son, of course. Son, we don't need to speak about Son. Alexis, she can play that cam role as well, and she plays centre mid. I didn't leave in a centre mid perspective because I said I want to put her here as well. First touch, very, very good card. You put a shadow on her, but to be honest, forget it. Just put a hunter on her. Can play cam, possibly even play striker, but she can play the shadow striker role. Expensive, 5-star, 5-star, but she's definitely worth the money. Even as a center mid, she's more than good enough. Honestly, don't even worry about a shadow. Just put a hunter on her and ask questions later. As Mourinho would say, don't ask, just buy. Correa goes up there in some of the top tier strikers. Inaki Williams as well, very, very good card. Malin goes up there, a bit of a clunky side, but he's still a very, very good card. 4-star, 4-star for the Bundesliga cards. And the only exception to using Kane would be if you're just a finesse shot merchant, but you would know that anyway. Otherwise, he's too slow and not meta. But if you just sub him on to do finesse shots, I'm not saying you should do that, but if you do, he's a very good card. Jokerej, of course, goes up there. We talked about him before. Chiesa, we talked about him before as well. Swanson, we talked about her. Son, best striker inside the game. You got 500k. You asked me, Neil, I need a squad builder. Go to your 500k team. Put this guy in strike and build a 100k team around him. I promise you, you won't regret it after. I'm seeing people spend 300k on a centre back instead of someone like Son. What are you doing? What are you doing? Most people, Virgil van Dijk will only save them 5-10% compared to like a Van de Ven, for example. Or in the year, maybe he'll save you a bit more. But someone like Son and Striker will help you like 50%, 60% inside the game, score more goals. The guy can do everything. 5-star weak foot, finesse shot, playstyle plus, inside forward, advanced forward, hunter. I don't need to say anything else. You should know this as well. Osimhen, if you can get him linked, good luck. Unless you got this version where there's only like a finite number on the market, so you're one of the rarest cards inside the game. Sophia Smith we talked about already. Benny Jr. of course talked about already. Haaland, look, not my card, but I gotta add him into the list. 94 sprint speed, 90. I think probably just go with that engine. He's 6'4", he's clunky, but 6'5". Look, I'm gonna be honest. If you're the kind of person that likes to cross the ball, this is the card for you. Engine won't even do that much, to be honest. But that's the card for you. I don't like him. I didn't like him last year. I don't like him this year. But the Poacher Plus Plus doesn't make him good. I won't lie. Mbappe, of course, goes in the striker. And that is pretty much it. A few honorable mentions here. I'm just going to go like this. You can just take any of these cards here. If you're looking at meta cards, any of these cards here, and they'll be considered meta. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Wow, 30 minutes just on the dot. Finished. Don't forget, if you want to see more squad builders, come to my Patreon, so patreon.com/noteguides, or you can click over here in about 30 seconds. But I will ask you for a massive, if you did stay until the end of the video, if you could please subscribe to my second channel, Nil Guides 2, trying to create content on that channel. I'm just doing short, easy stuff like 1-minute tutorials, Evo reviews, and stuff like that, and early tactics as well. But thank you very much for watching. Take it easy, and of course, I'll catch you next time. Peace out, guys.